All right, guys, we're back with another edition of Film Room, entering Week 5. Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. As always, joined by Daniel Jeremiah. And DJ, we're going to take a look at a very impressive second-year linebacker for the Cleveland Browns. But we have to start with Jamari Salyer, the rookie left tackle, had a pretty good debut in Houston.
Absolutely, Chris. And this is a player, man, you talk about making the most of your opportunity. Played a lot of big-time football in the SEC, winning a national championship at Georgia. It was not too big for him against the Houston Texans. And look, he held up fine in pass protection. That was not an issue. But I was impressed with what he did in this run game. A run game, Chris, that leading up to that game, we had mentioned it had to get going. And I think Jamari Salyer was a big part of it.
Yeah, we saw some life out of that run game led by Austin Ekeler. Let's look at a few of these running plays here, DJ.
Yeah, I want to show you the whole skill set here of Jamari Salyer and what he's able to accomplish. Here he is, a left tackle, 68. Let's start on the front side here. His ability to kind of seal the edge. You look where the defender's lined up outside of him. Watch his ability to get around him here and really just set a nice edge. Reach, gets a little nudge from the tight end, and wall off. That is absolutely perfect textbook stuff. We'll see it here full speed again. Gets a little nudge from the tight end, reach, seal Jerry Hughes, and does a nice job of really creating a nice lane for your running back.
Yeah, it was great to see that running game get going, especially in the first half. And when you lean on a rookie to do work like that in his debut, it's all the much better.
Yeah, and this next play, this shows you the ability to recover. So much in blocking at the next level when you're coming from college to the NFL, you're going to find yourself in some tough positions. How do you react? How do you recover to that? Not just in the pass game, but in the run game. This is going to be a draw here. You're going to see everybody set up for pass. He's uncovered. He's going to be able to climb up to the second level. He gets a little bit out of control here, Chris, but I want to show you his ability to adjust once he gets a little bit ahead of himself here. You see him climb up to the second level. Oh, linebacker is going to dip underneath me, but watch him recover. Ends up getting 2 knockdowns on the play. Not only does his man not make the play, but he takes out 2 guys. So see, he's recovering, ends up getting a nice push on him. He knocks down, takes out one of his teammates. A beautiful example here of, okay, I need to do a better job coming under control. But when I'm not under control, showing you that athleticism, the ability to recover and make the block.
These are the plays you watch on Monday, and you're like, all right, I can get better there, but I actually made up for my mistake.
Absolutely. It's a win, and that's what you want. So we've seen him front side kind of set the edge there to be able to get a nice short corner for the run game. We've seen his ability climbing up to the second level and the ability to adjust. Now let's watch 2 plays, and I'll run these back-to-back here, Chris, to show him working on the backside. Got a zone run away here. You're on the backside, so you've got a couple options. You can try and reach and cut off, which he does in this first one, or you can wash him down the line of scrimmage. Here's an example. Look at him get his hat across. Excellent footwork. Get your hat across. And look at his ability to kind of seal him off. And look, there you go, Austin Ekeler with a nice lane to run by because you're getting movement on the front side. And on the back side, you got an excellent cutoff block there from Salyer. So I'll go to this next one here, Chris, and kind of wrap it up. But now we're going to see the example of, okay, if you can't get your head across, you can't cut him off. I got to wash him all the way down the line. And that's what happens here. Exactly same run. You see Filer ends up climbing to the second level, same exact look. But if I can't cut him off, that's fine. Take him where he wants to go. Wash him all the way down the line. It's an easy read there for your running back and Austin Ekeler to cut off your backside. And it's a nice little chunk run there for the Bolts.
So DJ, he gets a game ball in his debut. And I look at this week from 2 perspectives here. Number one, you're going to have to keep pace with the running game of Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. And number 2, you're going to have to keep Myles Garrett off of Justin Herbert. So you get 1 start under your belt. It's a big one on Sunday for Jamari.
No doubt. And look, he's been, he had the car accident there with Myles Garrett. We'll see if he's going to be out there and if he's going to be full speed. But if he's out there, that is going to be the biggest challenge of his young career as he heads into his second start. But so far, so good.
All right, DJ, we flipped to Cleveland, and there's a lot of household names on this defense, from Myles Garrett to Clowney to Ward. But how about Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in his second year? He's doing work, man.
Whew, he's quickly becoming one of my favorite players to watch in the league. I loved watching him through the draft process coming out of Notre Dame because this guy just plays at a different speed. I was talking to Tom Telesco about earlier this week about he was around Bob Sanders, and Bob Sanders looked like he's playing at a different speed than everybody else out in the field. And you kind of feel the same when you watch Owusu-Koramoah. He is an absolute missile out there.
When Tom Telesco talks about Bob Sanders, that's high praise. Let's get to these plays.
Yeah, let's look at what he can do here. Let's start off here. This first play, he's number 28. You see him up here at the left. Watch backside. If you don't account for him on the backside of runs, you're like, he can't make this play. It's a front side run here to Christian McCaffrey. And watch him close down that space. It's gone immediately. Kind of looks like Derwin James when he's coming off the edge here. The ability to burst, flatten to the ball, and then finish with an outstanding tackle. That's an example of some of the speed you get there with Owusu-Koramoah.
He made Christian McCaffrey look like he was in slow motion in the backfield just now.
Yeah. Oh no, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So now let's go to this next play here. You got to see it from the backside. This is what happens in game after game after game. There's going to be 3 plays of this. You're going to watch tight ends trying to get up to him and block him. And it doesn't matter what angle they take. They're never right. Here he is working against the Jets. I believe that's Tomlinson trying to cut him off. He just beats the block. He doesn't come to balance and slow down before contact. He accelerates into contact, beat the block, and then just unload on Michael. Oh, that was Breece Hall actually in the backfield. Just everything he does is 100 miles an hour. I'm going to run through these next ones here, Chris. More examples of him versus tight ends. Poor Conklin again. He's got to be tired of trying to do this. 83 on the left is going to climb up and make you miss, and then end up making the tackle. Like, it's just silly how twitched up and explosive he is. It happens every single game, Chris.
Brownie the Elf getting stepped on too by JOK there against the Jets.
No question. Let's give you the last one here. This Cordell Patterson. We know how great he's been early in this season, but watch him at the second level, see this, and then just shoot. He's going to see it. He's already coming downhill. Okay, they spot it. We know where he is. Okay, what angle I need to take to block him here? It doesn't matter. Look at this. Just close and make the play in the backfield, and shows you some of that energy that he brings after the play as well. They've got Myles Garrett. They've got Jadeveon Clowney. They've got household names, to use your phrase, but this is kind of the heartbeat of their defense right now in Cleveland.
Unbelievable. All right. This was the one that we just ran with McCaffrey. What's going to be the key, DJ, to accounting for JOK on Sunday for Justin Herbert and company?
Well, you got to have a body there for him. If he's going to be on the backside of runs, you have to account for him. You can't assume he can't make the play, because he will make the play. And then on the front side, really, Chris, it's about coming under control. You don't want to go out there and try and knock his head off, because he's too quick. He's too athletic. He's going to make you look silly. It's about really being under control when you're working up to that second level, whether that's your guards, whether that's your fullback, whether that's your tight ends. You got to be under control. 28 out there.
Yeah, watch number 28 on Sunday against the Chargers.
If you want to see more content like this, check out the link right here.